Which part made you cry?
I actually cried twice.
Okay.
I cried when the old man started. Oh, it just started welling up. No, stop it, Feels.
Nerd!
You're not supposed to see me like this. I cried when Mr. Fujiyama started crying when he was getting kind of incoherent. Mr. Fujiyama has lost this record.
Mhm.
And I'm saying this like you don't know, but Mr. Fujiyama's lost this record, and he carries this record sleeve around. And Cherry works at what seems like a senior daycare center.
Yeah.
And he's only there because his mom had hurt her back, and she was working there before, and he just filled in for her, which
Yeah.
we can talk about later because that's interesting.
Yeah. What qualifications does this boy have that are just hereditary?
Yeah. So he's spending a decent amount of time with Mr. Fujiyama, who keeps going on about not being able to find this record. And it kind of feels like maybe he's senile. You're not really sure. Then one day, Cherry takes him home, and it's, Fujiyama Records. And so it turns out he owns this record store. And then he's talking about how he's devastated that he can't find it because there's something that he can't remember, but he can't let himself forget. And it just it took me back to watching my grandma go through dementia and how heartbreaking that was. And you learn that it's this record of his wife singing, and then of course that made it even sadder. It was just like, my heart, please stop. I can't.
Yeah. And we also find out that his wife has been dead for, seems like 40-ish years or something.
Yeah.
She died so we also meet Fujiyama's daughter, who tells us, me and you, that her mom died when she was really young. So she doesn't even really remember her. So the mom has been dead / Fujiyama's wife has been dead for, it seems like, at least 30 years.
Yeah, it's been a long, long time. So yeah, just that idea that he knows that he can't forget, but it's like he's not quite sure what he's supposed to remember. He just knows that he needs to find this. Oh God. And I actually got a bit teary in the end when Cherry is saying all the haikus that he's been writing throughout the film.
Yeah.
And it turns into this string of haikus that's just like a subtle but really beautiful kind of love letter to Smile. And I was like, this is so lame in so many ways. But it's actually really, really sweet. And it's very 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
That sort of final poem, and you're like, oh, just have the main character read a poem, sure. But you're like, but it's actually really good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too, is I feel like the haikus in this are pretty good. I'm usually the first person to be like, haiku's so lame or whatever. But I was like, that's actually pretty clever haiku. The way that he's using his words is very clever. And at the end, when he's reading all of the haikus that he's written since he's met Smile, they all form kind of a one long story as opposed to just a haiku, which is really short. When you put all of the ones that he had written since they met together, it kind of is like a chronicle of their relationship from the start to where they are at this point. Thanks for watching that clip from the Anime Movie Podcast. Follow the links in the description below to hear full episodes, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more fun clips like this.